Hey team, Kim Rogers, and I want to talk to you today during this video how to tell if you're getting more protein or more fat from your food. How do you know if what you're eating consists of more fat energy or more protein energy? I'm cooking my food right now. This is veg burger. Now, of course, I'm vegan, and so my proteins are not complete proteins. My protein, what does that mean? That means that my protein, I can eat mushrooms, I can eat vegetables. They all have protein in them, but they're not complete proteins. They don't have a complete amino acid panel. So that means I have to eat a variety of foods in order to have enough protein to stimulate muscle growth. And I also have to supplement my protein. So how can I tell if most of my protein is protein and not fat, if my goal is to decrease body fat? Well, I'm going to show you this morning how to do that. Macronutrients. Let's look at fat grams. I want you to understand macronutrients. Macronutrients are the nutrients your body uses for energy. They consist of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. What are the macronutrients for carbohydrates? There's 4 grams of carbs per calorie of energy, right? So there is 4 grams of carbohydrates per calories of energy in carbohydrates. Am I saying that right? Let me see. There's 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates, right? 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates, yeah. And then there's 9 calories per gram of fats. 9 calories per gram of fats. There is 4 calories per gram of protein. So protein and carbohydrates are 4 calories per gram. So for example, what I'm eating, my veg burger, right, has a total of 2 grams of carbohydrates in it. That's per serving. A serving is 1/4 of a cup. So if I eat 1/4 of a cup, what if I wanted a cup? That's 4/4. So that's 8 grams, right, of carbs. So I simply take that and multiply it times 4. 8 times 4 is what? 32 calories. So if I eat something, let me say a piece of bacon, right? A piece of bacon may have 10 grams of protein, okay? A piece of bacon may have 10 grams of fat, okay? And no carbohydrates, or maybe it has 1 gram of carbohydrates. So 10 grams of fat and 10 grams of protein. Are you getting more from protein from that bacon? Or are you getting more fat from that bacon? Well, let's take a look. So fat is 9 calories per gram. So I'm going to take that 10 and multiply it times 9. 10 times 9 is 90. Right? I'm also getting 10 grams of protein. So I'm going to take 10 and multiply that by 4. Right? So 40 of my calories are coming from protein. 90 of my calories are coming from fat. So if I eat 2 slices of bacon and my bacon is 100 grams, 100 calories. Your bacon is 100 calories, right? 100 calories. And let's just say 100 calories. 100 calories. And so I multiply 9 times 10. 90 of those calories are from fat. So when I'm working out, I'm working, if my goal is fat loss, right? And 90 of my calories I just took in is from fat. I want to try and decrease my fat calories over time. Like, I love nuts. I love them. I have them just about every night. It's just one of these things that I do. I also understand that nuts are good for you. I also understand that nuts are high in fat, right? Calorie fat. And so when trainers say you won't work off, and they use this word, and I don't really like it, a bad diet, right? They are really saying that the calories that you're taking in from your macronutrients are different. Your fat calories are different. Your carbohydrate calories are different. Your protein calories are different. So if you're choosing things like, let me give you an example of my protein shake. All right, if you got a protein shake, mine has an amino acid panel on the back because I'm vegan. I have to have an amino acid panel because I don't take in complete proteins. I need complete proteins to stimulate my muscles to grow. I know that. But a scoop of this protein, I've had 2 scoops this morning. This is my second scoop. 2 scoops of protein. 1 scoop is 120 calories. All right, 120. And that is 20 grams of protein and 2.5 grams of fat. So I multiply 4 times 20. That's 80. 80 calories. 4 times 20 is 80. There's 4 calories per gram of protein. In energy, right, from protein. So 4 times 20 is 80. So 80 of my calories is coming from 120. 80 of my calories is from protein. Out of the 120 I'm taking in, 80 is 120. So 9 times 2.5, what is that? 5, that's about 20 calories, okay? 20 calories from fat. I can deal with that. I can easily burn off 20 calories. I can walk around my car 5 times to burn off 20 calories, right? So this is how you can tell if you are getting, because people ask me all the time, well, what protein is best? What, am I getting in too many fats, taking in too many calories and carbohydrates? If you track your food in a manner where you are being aware of what you're doing. I had a client in the studio and she ordered this food offline and she began to notice that her fat from her foods were going up, right? So she discontinued. She's like, I'm just going to count this as a loss. I'm not eating that anymore because it's working against my goal. So when you choose things in the store, and marketing is really deceptive sometimes. It says, ooh, it's filled with protein. What it's not telling you is how much fat is in that. Right? So I bought it was a chocolate bar yesterday. Had 11 grams of protein in it. And it was really low in fat. It was like 1 gram of fat. Right? It was low in sugar. It was called Gold. I'll tell you the name of it. It's called Gold something. I get it out of Publix when I just want that sweet treat. However, 11 times 4, it's 4 calories per gram of protein in macronutrients. So I multiplied 11 times 4 because I want more protein out of this. If I'm eating something, I want it to be protein forward and not fat forward, right? Because I don't want to work against my goals. And I do have a goal right now. It's a small goal, right? To get stronger. So 44 calories out of that 190 calories that was in that round bar, 44 of those calories came from protein, which is great. It's almost half, okay? So I want you to be more consciously aware, and this takes practice over time. So when people are eating their protein or making protein selections, you want to understand if your protein is more protein dense. Is it more fat dense? Are you getting in more carbohydrates? What are you getting in, right? What are your macronutrients coming mostly from? Are you getting in mostly carbs, fats, or proteins? The first thing I would do with a person if they said they can't lose weight, can't lose body fat, is flip their protein and their fats around. They're taking in way too many fats, right? You need to flip your fats and your proteins around. Chicken breast, very, very lean, okay? 40 grams, and you're going to get in some fat from protein. You are. But is your protein selection, does it consist of more fat than protein, right? I want you to take a look at that, because this is all about trial and error. You are your best experiment. You are your best experiment. And then some people may say, well, Kim, well, what do I eat? Can I keep my protein the same? I love eggs. I love bacon. I love sausage. Sure, you can. So what would I recommend for a person who wanted to keep their protein selection the same and was not seeing any changes? Then you're going to have to make a choice of increasing your daily activity, because all food is energy, right? You're going to have to work a little harder to get that, to use that energy, because any energy is stored as fat, right? And remember, you can't turn it off. You can't turn off storing fat. You can't turn off burning fat, because we're human machines. So you're going to have to make a choice. And I don't like people to be too uncomfortable, because this is your lifestyle. You have to make that decision.